All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining today. So, got another very interesting day in Eve. Some stuff has happened which I didn't really expect, but is very nice. And so we're going to go over some of that today. And we do have some giveaways today. Exclamation point giveaway in Twitch chat, link in the description in YouTube and in Facebook. And let's see, I think we have here a Alpha and Meteor pack, one of each, which you can get in on for free. All right, I guess flashing up on the screen here, Ian24 did an article about us today, about the fight that we've been doing and everything and how that's been going or not going, you know, that kind of thing. So we pretty much got our butt kicked, but in the end, we are going to do well. And so, yeah, in the end, it'll all be good. Oh, it looks like we have, what do we got here? So, someone getting ganked? Maybe. Yeah. So, today is going to be about, you know, let's just say that even though, you know, we lost the war with these stations, that in the end, you know, all of us did very good with making money off of this stuff. And so in the Department of Commerce, we've won. And, you know, what we learned in business in real life, when you have stuff that's not working the way you intended, it just becomes expensive education. And so, you know, we, I guess that we paid for this education a little bit. And will we break even on the costs? You know, I think in the end, yes, even or better. I'm not sure that everyone will, because those who sponsored stations, who put money in, it depends on how much they mined back out. So, if they had a you know, if they had just one character mining, then maybe not. But if they had two characters, then yeah, probably. And if they had 5, then most definitely. So, anyway, it's all good. And, yeah, it's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. So, where does that leave us now? Well, that leaves me with, right now, I am consolidating all of my stuff. You're going to see me doing a lot of space trucking today. Nothing too serious, but just going around and you know, picking up some different stuff and moving it around and blah, 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 those kinds of things. And, you know, so ooh, that's a lot of stuff. All right. So, let's see here. Oh, so we're going to want to take stuff over to compression. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do first. I am not going to, you know, expand this thing out all the way, especially not with code in space and everything. I should be fine flying station to station, but beyond that, you know, not going to be taking any risks, and if it gets too hot in the system, I'll just, you know, go on to doing other things. So, we, Rollers, I see your poke. I can't even think about it right now. It's distracting me, so I just canceled it out. Sorry, buddy. Cyril, we may have lost, but we still shall prevail. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what happens next. So what happens next is that, on Tuesday, I'm going to start teaching another method of mining that I'm calling the locust method. You can read into that whatever you want. There's plenty to read into that. It is a form of ninja mining, and we're going to have some fun with that. In fact, we're going to go around and with that, those of you who are looking to place Athenors that have your own corp already and stuff, and you don't care about where you're located at or whatnot, you just want to make the good money, we're going to identify the good moons, and I'll share those with you. And then in the longer term, the air hogs is the answer. And so in Moon Miners, also in live shows, you will see links to the Air Hogs channel for recruiting, and we have a long-term plan with that. Not going to say what that is on the show, other than, we have a path to good success. And if you are wanting to do stuff similar to what we've been doing, that is part of the path. It is not the only thing, but it is part of the path. And so it'll be a little bit harder to do stuff, but then at the same point, it's also going to be a lot more robust. So the lessons that we've learned from this war that we've had here is directly going to translate into what we are doing in the future. And so I encourage everybody to join Air Hogs. They, I'm sure, are going to be overloaded with applications, and this includes putting in your miners. This includes putting in your miners, and I'm going to tell you how that works with being in HiSec and being in a corp, because it's different than what you may expect. So, so all your miners can be in a corp, and the Hogs a long time ago did something that was the Hogs did something a long time ago that was because of me. I'm not trying to take credit for it. I just want to say that shit happened back when we were first starting out in the 30-day challenge, and I joined the Hogs. So, wait a moment. So what happened is that I joined the Hogs, and all the war decks started coming in. All of the bounties started coming in too. That is how I ended up with the #1 bounty in the game, was people attempting to grief me. That's what it started out as, because I freaked out at first. With people, bountying me, and it just going to shit. And it scared me. I thought that everybody was picking on me, which they were. But I figured it out, and now it's become this thing of, I don't know why, but everybody has to continue to pop bounty on me. Now, we got war decked. So what did we do? Or what did the Hogs do? I think Rolas came up with this. And basically, it was that instead of having a formal alliance with a bunch of corporations within, and the alliance getting war decked, what happened was they moved to this other social structure of having corporations and being able to move freely within the corporations, and all those corporations having the rights for everybody. And so, with that said, that you're in a corp that gets war decked, no problem. You just, through the methods that you will find out once you're in there, you just go hop into another corp. And that corp just sits with just its CEO or whatnot while it's war decked, and you go on to the next one. And even if you got war decked every day, you would just keep moving to the next corp. And so you go to a pattern of figuring out whether or not you're war decked. but it sheds the Wardex, and you keep all of your standings and you keep all of your settings and everything for the whole group. There are a couple of things that you don't get to partake in, like corporate bookmarks, but other than that, there are very few things that this affects. And so, anyway, it works out very well, and it allows all of us to be in corporations, have the advantages of being in corporations, and that if we get war decked and we're minors and we don't want to fight, we just pop into the next corp or another one, and just keep doing that. And you just keep cycling through. They'll never war deck all of them at the same time. You know, it's just not going to be a thing. So it all works out very, very well. And it's very creative, and it's outside of the box on what CCP probably originally envisioned for corporations and war decks. So anyway, that's how we are handling them. Let me get on to comms here with Rolas, because he's asking me to. I don't know what he's going to say, but let's find out.
Don't think it was either of those two. I'm just going to jump my Selgie and see.
I'm here.
Hey.
And I'm live on the air, just so you all know.
Hi, live.
Hello, living people.
Until you're so doing this one.
My God. Okay, Runt off, guys. In classic Hogs fashion, when you do something really, 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 really stupid, and you lose something worth over 500 million while doing something stupid, you get a Runt badge. And there can be only one in TeamSpeak at any one time, and right now we've got Daigon, our reigning champion.
5 times.
Oh yeah. And
this is his
we've
badge
got
of honor,
Dylan Narju,
taking
who's
these
the
losses.
latest in a long and distinguished list of people who've just done fucked up. Okay, so the way this works is
This is Hogs.
in this case, we let the new guy go first and explain his tale of sorrow and woe, and then we'll let Daigon explain his. We do link the kills in TeamSpeak, not on stream, and then we get to vote in TeamSpeak to see who gets to keep their Runty badge. All right, Theolin, explain that pod kill mill. And first of all, tell us how much it was worth on Zed kill.
I think it was worth 2.7 billion.
I'd round it to 2.8.
Okay, well we'll go with that if we're being
This is funny.
if we're being honest. Yeah, flying a capsule through LoSec and jumped right on a gate. Wasn't even paying attention. Just being stupid.
In my motorcycle club, we have the
Well, the gate didn't kill
award
you.
that's
What
called
happened?
a Pegass.
Flew into a smart bomb.
So smart bombing battleship near, not too far away from Rancer, right?
Yeah. I believe
Okay.
So. Hang on a second.
I guess they wanted to share this.
Let me pull up that kill mail real quick.
Woodchuck and Neo, thank you for the support. I'm going to continue with moving stuff around while they're talking.
And
this is
heading
some of
out
the
of the
fun
gate
you can have in
into,
Hogs. If you hop into live shows,
I believe.
LIVESHOWS, there's a link to Air Hogs in there.
Alrighty, so yeah, fairly common story, I think. Next over to you, Daigon. Tell us your not quite as isk damaging tale of woe.
But certainly quite as dumb. Alrighty, here let me link the Z kill. Although
This is like a
most
company
of you have
meeting.
probably already seen it. Alright. So, I'd been away from the game for about a week because, every once in a while I just kind of get bored of playing. And I came back on, and we had been moving to our new location, and I needed to set up my PI, which I had been putting off because it takes hours to do. And so I finally decided to do it. I got my freighter, filled it with command centers that I would need, and a bunch of the P1 and P2 that I'd need for production planets. And I headed to Ørsted, which, by the way, is a low-sec area. Meanwhile, there had been an announcement on there about a gentleman named Pumpkin King that happens to like to camp people that are ultra dumb in the system that I had not yet read, because I do not read
You
them.
too can
I'm an
receive
idiot.
this award if you join Air
And,
Hogs.
okay, so I got into the Ørsted system. I docked into our Fortizar, undocked quickly, and stopped the ship so that I'd be tethered, and started working on my
In Discord,
PI.
thank you.
And while I was derping around doing my PI, this Pumpkin King, our good friend Mr. Pumpkin King, decided he would sino in a Macarial and 2 Leshaks and bump me out of tether range. Mind you, I am still not technically AFK, but I'm looking at the planetary screen, and had I had half a brain, I would notice that there's Macarial currently slowly bumping me several kilometers out to get me free of the tether range, and I did not notice until I was being blapped by the Leshaks, which I think I only lasted about 30 seconds. That is my tale of woe. I lost approximately, what would you say, 1.6 bill?
Yeah, about 1.6 is accurate. All right, thanks for the updates, guys. So Daigon, you're a 5-time reigning champion at this point.
Thank you.
Okay, so eventually people do get tired of voting for you. So
Oh, come on. You guys love me. You know
so
I'm
the last thing I'll say is, what did you learn from your experience? Daigon first.
I learned
Close,
that
Buggy.
doing PI in a freighter is not a good idea. I also learned that maybe I should once in a while read the announcements so that I know that certain things are
You
bad
also
ideas.
should make a bookmark
All right,
on the station
Theolan, what did you learn?
close to structure that you can snuggle up to.
Pretty
so
much
if you're
never
gonna sit
fly
out there,
a fully
you just have it
implanted clone
always
anywhere
approaching
in a
that so you
capsule
can't get bumped
ever.
off.
But
Nice.
if I do, make sure I at least stop 100k out and see what the hell's going on.
We'll introduce you to the travel scepter, Fitz. Never not travel scepter. All right, we're going to vote TeamSpeak here.
Chief Tradums.
Guys, I'm going to do a little
Hogs are awesome. So is the
divider.
show.
We're going
Tune
to have
in
a
and
D or
follow.
a T. I want everybody in TeamSpeak to type D if you want Daigon to keep his badge. T if you want Theolan to keep his badge.
Yeah, so they're voting right now.
You're not going to take me down. I'm
I'm
done.
not sure I'd want this.
Only
trophy.
vote once.
Yeah.
Daigon's voting for himself.
It's part of my campaign. Vote
All right,
Daigon.
5 more seconds, guys. 5 more seconds.
Oh, it's like Cascade.
5 to 6.
5 seconds left. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No!
Oh my
Any
god.
more last second votes? Because we do have an unfortunate tie. Oh, Markee has
I love you, Markee.
snuck in
You
there.
saw that I just bought stuff from
So in the event there is a tie.
Hey, George. Nice to see you.
We do have to pick a ship. Both guys have to go to the nearest trade hub, fit up that ship, meet us back on our one of our structures, and they have
Apparently I
to
made it a tie.
fight to the death. And the winner gets to lose the road badge. But we don't have to do that because Markey broke the tie at the end.
Oh, I broke
which
the
means
tie.
Daigon does keep his road badge.
Oh,
And Theolan, you have been
I wouldn't have voted
freed.
if I had known that.
I
I'd
am
want to see the
forever
fight.
runtiest.
I wouldn't have voted if I had known that. I'd want to see the fight.
I know. I know.
That would have been epic.
We started doing straw polls because we didn't want people to hold out and force the tie. We wanted it to come naturally.
Oh my.
And we also don't remind people that they have to duel beforehand, so we've had some interesting screw-ups.
Out of 3 times that it's happened, twice, Concord got involved.
That's in and of itself is worth the Runt badge.
That's funny. Okay.
I love it.
We actually had dueling procurers once.
I kind of wanted to do that.
Or was it retrievers? It was a retriever.
I think it was Retriever.
When I do it, I want dueling orcas.
It's officially within the scope of the rules.
Yeah.
Warp drive active.
Well, there you have the runt off, Markee.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. All right. So, Rolas, give us your pitch for everybody that's listening. Why join Air Hogs? Why get involved with the Hogs?
Oh wow. So we've got a good group. We have a lot of stuff like you just experienced, and we have some very basic rules. Go ahead and sound those off, guys.
No drama.
No drama.
Hog,
Make
do
yes.
not kill Hog.
Most important, have fun.
So a couple of simple rules: have fun, make isk, no drama, and rule number 4 is no no bleeping drama. I don't know. You swear? I won't swear on
Fuck no.
on your stream though. No fucking drama. So we keep stuff fun and light and clean, and we just follow those rules. And if we're not having fun, we go do something else.
Very similar to our rules, which is don't be a dumbass.
Well, I mean, I'm here, so.
Yeah,
know,
those awards.
We'd
though,
have
we'd
have nobody in our group if we made that.
I mean, I'd
Yeah,
like don't be a
I think I
dumbass
just
twice,
fell
but
firmly into that category.
Yeah, come join Hogs. We have a good time. We're a good group.
And we have
right.
badges.
Oh yeah, we have a
Yes.
badge addiction.
Docking
Oh my
request
God.
accepted.
Yeah.
Markee
Badge
just got
files.
his. Markee just got his badge.
I
What
don't
badge
even
did you get
know.
today?
I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
It's the Rooter badge. Everything's Hogs, themed. It's not really roleplay because we totally don't roleplay.
it's for directly bringing in 5 people to the group, I think, isn't it?
3.
Oh,
3. And
for
that's hard.
directly bringing in 3 people to the group. What if I brought in 300?
Well.
They'd probably
Super
Oh,
Rooter
so I
badge
wanted to do a sound off here. Everybody, what do we got? 20 in comms right now. Everybody who's here because of Markee Dragon, key up or just type in X or something.
This should be interesting. Everybody's quiet.
There they are. 4. Okay, about a third.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you totally earned
Never-
the Rooter badge.
never set out
In
to do that,
spades.
but got it. All right, buddy. I'm going back to my show.
Get in the Air Hogs channel. Type in X. We'll get you. Follow the instructions there. There's a link to the Google Doc to get processed, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, and just so everybody knows, we're probably going to overload them a bit, so it's probably going to take way longer than normal to get in, but just give them some time, patience.
Yeah, if you could, one thing before we go, if you could get me a screenshot of your mining participation log from the corporation at some point, that would give us a filter that we could use.
Interesting. I guess I'll have to look at that. We've never formally cared who is mining. So it's not an accurate representation of those who are in the group.
I think it would give us a filter, though, for those that are applying, so we know that they're at least affiliated in some way.
Okay, I can do that.
Thanks. All right.
All right. So that is that. Yeah. So let's see here. Let me compress some of this stuff and take it back with me. I've been a member of the Hogs for a very long time, and so we're gonna go, doing stuff with the Hogs again, and it'll be a good time. So let's see here. Yeah, and it's It's interesting, come around kind of full circle on that. So I'm out mining with a couple of my guys. We got the last moon that we're mining. There's no more moons left. We're gonna have to start new stuff, but it won't be up and running right away. So we're gonna be doing things a bit different for a while.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so also, you know, if you weren't involved in the mining stuff and you want to join Hogs and everything, yeah, go ahead. It's just we've got a large group here, and so they're going to try and make sure that everybody that wants in, they talk to them and everything. So not about being chopped liver there, Jason. It's just a little bit of a filter so they know where people are coming from. Maybe it's just a little bit of a nod that this person is known. So one of the things about, you know, so I see the question about, am I no longer with Test? Yes, I am still with Test. I still have multiple characters in Moose Army, and I'm still in Test with my null characters. Primarily they're capital ship characters. And so I'm still there. In fact, we spent all day yesterday in Moose Space on the show. And then, but I have a lot of characters that I play. I find that I have about 20 characters that I'm logging into at least a couple of times a month, and probably about 15 of them I'm logging into at least, you know, every other day. And so, and I'm multi-boxing right now. I've got multiple accounts up and running, and they're doing their thing, mining and such, and I'm just transporting some stuff around in the system here. And so it's all good. It is basically a I don't know, lost my train of thought. I guess that's okay. So okay, let's see here. I am maneuvering stuff around. I got to compress a bunch of stuff, and I'm staying maneuverable out here. I'm not getting too much. It's going to take me quite a few trips. You know, just like the guy who won the award for being a dunce with his freighter in low sec. I'm just always prepared for trouble, and so I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm fully cargo expanded where I put myself at risk. So just how I'm rolling today. It'll take twice as many trips, but that's life. So anyway.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, Spoggy. So starting Tuesday, we're going to put together some more mining fleets. We're going to start out in the same area that we have been in, and that's where we're going to start. And we're going to do some roaming mining. So we'll focus on a couple of systems each day that we do the show, and we'll post in Moon Miners or whatnot where the systems will be, you know, for the next few shows. And not every show will be dedicated to mining, but when we do, we will, you know, move on through. So, as I was starting to say a little bit about you know, Test and about air hogs and stuff, the one of the things is that you know, the Hogs are a pretty good group of guys, and they're a lot more laid back than the guys in Null. Now, it doesn't mean that there's not stuff you have to do. I mean, if you're coming in as a miner, they're going to insist that you have a fighting character as well, because it doesn't have to be highly skilled. You know, you have skill plans and goals to meet, but when joining, even if you're, you know, fairly new, they'll just give you a skill plan and say, hey, work on this so that you can help us defend. And or attack. So whichever the case may be, and so you will be asked to help on fleets with protecting stations and such, and or attacking stations. And this is how it's done in Null, except Null is a lot more hardcore. You have like so many hours you have to put in each each month in making sure protection and stuff. I don't think it's quite as anal in the Hogs, although they still are going to ask that of you. And if you decide you get in there and you don't like it, that's fine. You can just move on. But it's definitely a different vibe and everything. So
Warp drive active.
Las Millie, thank you for following. Welcome. So, as I did mention, the there is a giveaway today, a couple of them, so get in on that. We'll do the first one here actually pretty shortly, about 20 minutes. I got a really late start on the show today, so about 20 minutes. And let's see here. First one will be for an alpha pack. It's provided by our store, store.markeedragon.com. And you can get in on that for free. You do have to be logged in, an account. Going to giveaways, add this to your account, or add this to your cart. Check out. You got to put something in here, like the name you want me to read off when you win. And you'll be in for both of these drawings today. And so, then also, if you guys need Plex, Omega Time, or these packs, or even the Golden Pods, we're the only place with the Golden Pods, ! Coupon in Twitch chat, or link in the description in YouTube and in Facebook, where along with the link, there is the discount code there, which you can use to save yourself a few bucks, and it'll help support the show. So you have my thanks and gratitude as well. So, there we go.
Docking request accepted.
Oh, and I had incorrectly stated that Vegas started later today. I said that yesterday. I was corrected after the show. No, Vegas is not happening today. It's next week. So I'm taking a lot of stuff over to another station right now to compress it for the most part. I do have a character that is nearly perfect skills on refining, and I am going to have her refine the moon goo, because the moon goo is so frickin' large that it will be in a smaller form when it's refined, but everything else is going to be taken down to another station for refining, and I won't use freighters to haul that, because compressed ore, you can end up with anywhere from as little as 1 billion worth of compressed ore in a DST to as much as 4 billion worth, depending on what it is. That can fit into a DST. You would never want to put more than about 1 billion in a freighter running pipes where code is active and stuff like that. It's just not smart. DST is a lot more maneuverable, a lot more tanky, takes a lot more resources to take it out, so you can take more value in them. So, need you guys to give protection. You wouldn't be able to protect a freighter. There's just no way to do it against a gank. So And once I get started bumping, you can try and bump the bumper, but bumping the bumper doesn't usually work. So it's mildly effective. So Smurf says, what's blue and red at the bottom of the stairs? The last Smurf that tried to take my Smurf berries.
Docking request accepted.
Damn Smurfs. Always coming up with them riddles and sayings. And a jelly storm, I'm not blowing on you anymore. All right, so yeah, we made it through the storm just fine. Up north, total wipeout of some areas. But here, nice day today. So, yeah, a couple hundred miles north, completely wiped out by Hurricane Michael. So, third largest hurricane or third most powerful hurricane to hit the United States ever. Yeah. And like 5 days before, it wasn't even a thing. Usually we know about them beforehand. So, pretty interesting. Okay. Get another load here. Round and round we go.
Warp drive active.
All right. It'd be nice if I could fully cargo expand and stuff, but it's not wise. Oh yeah, and I saw Hurricane Michael, I kid you not, is going to France and Spain. That's where they're projecting it's going to be. It's got a path all the way up to there. The storm had just so much speed and power. I don't think it'll be devastating when it gets up there. I think it'll just be more of maybe a tropical storm at the most. But going all the way across the Atlantic now. Yukon Caper says, enjoy the show. Thank you, buddy.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's see here. Wow, so much. All right, 64 million worth. This is why compression is so good to have.
Warp drive active.
Zoom in, it does it too far every time. So moon goo can't be compressed. I don't know, maybe the goo leaks out of it or something. I don't know. Actually, I don't know why moon goo cannot be compressed, but they do treat it as a different type. It actually has some other properties in it. It has some chemical stuff that you get out of it. I don't know what it's called. So you do get some normal materials out of it, but you also get these chemical looking things, and I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they can't be compressed. So Ken, you got a Kronos pilot? All right. Great Panda, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Docking request accepted.
Maybe I'll compress some stuff and carry it back. Yeah, not very expensive. I guess that's part of the plan. Not carrying too much at a time, even though I'm just flying station to station, still treating it like I would if I was going through Narja or Udema.
Warp drive active.
What's the best way to tank fit a Providence? Bulkheads? GSF Boris, is that you?
Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
You suck, buddy. You no take frying pan. Just saying.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay. Barghest is a fun ship. Yes, it is. Piggy Freeze says happy Friday. Hello, hello.
Warp drive active.
Whatever happened to Moose? You feel like I haven't seen him stream forever? You know, I don't. So he hasn't streamed in a long time, and I haven't talked to him in a while. He moved to Austin. I think he's working for a video game company there now. I'm not 100% sure.
Request
I should talk to him.
Warp drive active.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Docking request accepted.
It's funny. These are too big to be doing. All right. So
Warp drive active.
Yeah. Buddy, you could have better success if you aim at the station. You might be able to bump that.
You, sir, rock.
All right, now Forsaken, re-7, 27 months in a row. That's going to be 540 gold to everybody here. And now Forsaken's honor. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Warp drive active.
What, you want me to duel you? Yeah. Going to duel you in my aquator.
Docking request accepted. All right. Can I sell any of the stations that went down? No, you can't transfer stations under war deck and such. Warp drive active.
It doesn't work. So there's a bunch of stuff that you cannot do when at war. Transferring a station is one of them. Because if you could, then why would you not just have a couple of corps going, and every time you get war decked, you just transfer all your stations to another corp? You know? Why not? No. Almost all of those stations were considered throwaway stations. So that's how we treated them.
Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
Put on some more music. Yeah, if I could sell the stations or whatnot, we could recoup some of that. I did get, not all of them,
but a lot of them I got the fuel out of them, and a couple of them I got the fit. So like the Jaws theme.
Docking request accepted.
Give up the stations? Not much choice in it. They were built with the knowledge that eventually they'd be lost. Nick Paw says, "Happy Friday, Dragons." Hey, we're gonna do 5 minutes. We'll do a drawing, first drawing, to get in on it.
Docking request accepted.
Vince says, yeah, maybe I should update that message.
Warp drive active.
After they came and destroyed the land, there was
Yeah, Jason's right on there
left.
on the button. We went in knowing the risk, just didn't foresee the temperature rising so quickly. Yeah, I would say so. You know, and when you break it down to entertainment value and everything, we did good. Yukon Caper, thank you for the support.
Docking request accepted.
Stuff all looks pretty heavy. That's not so much. Oh yeah, it is. Wait, what? No, it's only 50. Just looking for the stuff I should be picking up.
Warp drive active.
So, what are y'all doing this weekend? Don't say playing Eve. I mean, that's fine if that's what you're doing. What else are you doing this weekend? Me? I think we're going out to dinner tonight. Hugging.
Warp drive active.
Watching Alabama trash Missouri. Driving to Kansas City. Playing Eve. Oh, watching Eve Vegas since you mentioned it yesterday? Yeah, that's next week. Taking your first final for Computer Securities and Essentials. Nice. Fortnite? Ugh. My kids would like you, but these rats won't kill themselves? Watching no job videos.
Docking permission requested.
Yep.
Docking request accepted.
All right. So, we're playing Helium Rain on Steam. Sounds interesting. Speaking of new games, I do have a meeting this afternoon. After the show, possibly. That may involve a new game that you may or may not see on the show. Oh, going to a movie tomorrow. There's that new movie out, and I can't forget what it's called. It's got Lady Gaga in it. My wife wanted to see that. That might be interesting. Star is Born. Yeah. Could be interesting.
Since they're so intent on bumping me up in there, I'm not there anymore. Wife saw it and she loved it. Oh, well then, maybe we should see it. I can tell you a story about going to see Lady Gaga in concert. Yeah, I bought concert tickets, backstage passes and everything for Lady Gaga. And this was several years ago. And bought them for my kids, my wife and I. And then I got an invite to be a special guest in Iceland at FanFest, and it was at the same time, and so I ended up going to FanFest. And so my wife and kids went. And I think my ex-wife took her mom with her or something like that, and they went all had a great time, met Lady Gaga and stuff like that, and I didn't get to go. I was out at FanFest hamming it up. Actually, probably drinking it up. There's an older version of Streisand. I watched that a couple of weeks ago, actually. So maybe that's why my wife wants to watch it so much, because she's a really big fan of Streisand. We're doing this drawing. I've teased it enough. I keep forgetting about it, because I keep seeing squirrels everywhere. Okay, we're doing this drawing now to be for the alpha pack worth about $5. 60 plex and 2 alpha injectors. If you're just now hearing about it and you want to get in on it, you can, but you'll be in on it most likely for the Meteor pack, which we will draw later today. So if you are the winner, I will read out whatever name you put in there for when you win. If you didn't put in a name, I'll read off your real first name and just last initial, so you keep your anonymity, but you know who you are. And this will have a code in it along with instructions on how to redeem it. And it'll appear as a reply to the email that you got when you got the email confirming your entry. So, of course, these are sponsored by the store. And so if you need Plex, these packs, Omega Time, or item codes, you can get them from us. Use the coupon codes there and save yourself a few bucks and support the show. So, congratulations goes to Pax Fatalis. You are the winner, Pax Fatalis. There you go. All right, so everybody else who got in, but not in time, because you just now got in, and everybody else who got in before, you are in for the next drawing, which will be sometime before the end of the show. Starn, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Vex, I'm going to start the game. Might as well do it right. Thanks for the show. You are welcome. And welcome to the game. I've not flown the Lashak at all, actually. I would like to. I haven't done it yet. By the way, does anybody want to buy any skiffs? Already completely fit for both ice and ore.
Active.
I'm getting rid of my skiffs. They're completely fit. I'm not going to fly skiffs at all. I'm going to be just doing, orcas. If there's some reason to move back into skiffs, I'll just build new ones. I tested it out a couple of weeks ago, and the results were not to my liking. At least, I mean, yes, they will mine faster, but I want the more relaxed pace. How much? It's a good question. Let's see what I got here. Because some of them are very nice fits, or... Let's see what it comes up with and says in the...
Warp drive active.
So... This one is ore. Now these are the stats into this character, which does not fly skiffs. But this it's full of everything needed. Let's see how much these are. Because typically when you're selling fitted ships, you take out the rig costs. Those are 24 million. So that's 50 million. So like 300 million for this one. So yeah, it's like 300 million, all fit. It's got, this is a tight fit. It's a fit that's designed for pretty good skills, but it's very tanky. I think this one's over 100k EHP. And it's full of charges and everything too, so there's that one. I think I have ice too. It's another ore one. I think all of these are going to be exactly the same. This one's ice. Ice fit's a little bit different. Yeah, probably 300 million on these two. It was a good deal. I actually could strip all the parts and haul them down and sell them and get more than 300. So I'm not sure how many I got. A few.
Active.
3 ore, 2 ice. I noticed that I had several more in asset safety too. So, anyway. I'm going to the wrong place with this stuff.
active.
I'm gonna step away, folks. Be right back. All right. So I'm basically taking a bunch of compressed ore down to a station that has top refining, and then I will be taking a character down there and refining it, and because she has good refining skills, and then I'm going to put stuff on the market. So reduce my assets.
Warp drive active.
What characters is auto-targeting back a rat? It's always disconcerting to hear that noise. Let's kill that rat. Traffic controller. That sounds like somebody who's up to no good.
Warp drive active.
Oh. So I'm going to need this character that does the refining to ever do the Moongoo first. She's not trained in Moongoo, so I haven't gotten her trained in that yet. Kind of figured that eventually I would. So all the ores, she's a 5. But Moongoo's, no, not.
Warp drive active.
Nice backyard view a few minutes ago. You know, a lot of times I just go out and stand in the sun out in the back. It's nice. Then the sunset's here. The sunset's here actually really spectacular because we have such a horizon. It's nice.
Warp drive active.
And we often have clouds. I mean, like little clouds like this, wispy clouds like this. If we had those sunset, it would literally, they'd be all bright orange. Everything's kind of cool. Houses are too close together. It's what it is.
Docking request accepted.
There's another 850 million in. Got here, not refined yet, but this is 11.5 billion worth of materials. Oh, forgot that. So I'll be, I don't know what it'll turn out to be. I'll get another 5% or so on it when it's all refined. The moon goo that I'm going to refine up before I come down, moon goo is not worth very much. And it is so incredibly big that I'll refine it up there, and I'll refine it at a lower rate, and I'll just lose the extra couple percentage just because of transport time on it. I just don't want to deal with the transport time. Hello, Gulfstream. No idea what you said, but hello. I feel like I need a snack. Where is this? I live just north of Tampa Bay.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I feel like I need some sort of pick-me-up. Some caffeine. Something. I don't know. Got late start today on the show. I was kind of trying to figure out stuff, working on stuff for our next adventure. Nice Irish coffee. Oh, a mocha would be good. I don't like Irish coffee, but a mocha would be good. My dad likes coffee. I'm not into it. My dad's been living here now for the last month or so.
Warp drive
So,
active.
it's a permanent part of the family now. Or a permanent part of the residence, always been a permanent part of the family, but you know. Yeah, he's, I think, 76 now. Yeah, if he still drove, I'd say, hey, let's run down to Starbucks and get some stuff. Yeah, so it's been good having him around too. So I have just 2 other clients mining right now. They've been mining pure gneiss. And they're both 20, 30 minutes away from being full. Their orcas.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I'm being scanned. Yeah, I ain't got nothing on me. I should have seen if there was any contracts needed to be run out. And my dad doesn't own a car either. My dad actually quit driving in his 40s. Just not a good driver. And at least he recognized that and he just stopped driving. So, he hasn't had a driver's license in many years. I said, take care of my old man? Yeah. That's great having him here. So, yep.
Warp drive active.
Would a mocha bot combine the whiskey and coffee commands? Yeah. Oh, we need a bottle of whiskey too, because the one that we got back here is just for special events. But my bottle maker's mark it's got like that much left in the bottom of it. And I don't drink a whole lot, but you know, 2 or 3 times a week, I'll have a shot.
Warp drive active.
So, interesting to see all the people talking in the Air Hogs channel. Working on getting in with the hogs. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Yep.
Warp drive active.
That's a close-up view. It's like really close up. What's required to be eligible to join Air Hogs? Okay, so I don't know all of the requirements off the top of my head, but what I can say is that you do need to go through their process to get in, and Do need to be willing to use comms.
Warp drive
And
active.
if you're coming in with a minor character, you need to expect to bring a combat character as well, because we also you're going to need to help with defense or offense. So, is this a hog character? This one is. Yes, I have a bunch of hog characters. This is one of them. Air Hogs is the channel. One word. AIRHOGS is the channel.
Warp drive active.
So, I've been with the Hogs for more than 5 years, I think. So, hasn't it been about, well, let's see how old this character is. I made this character like right when I started doing this stuff. What? I have a bunch of kill rights here. Ooh. These are all the guys that have been screwing with us.
Warp drive active.
Let me see when my birthday is on this character. Yeah, 4/29/2013. So, became a member of the Hogs very shortly after that. The 30-day challenge. So, share them? Yeah, I should. I can't remember if everybody on there is bad guys. I need to not make them free though.
Warp drive active.
Like, who is this guy? Oh, snuffed out. They already have kill rights on them. This guy here, I recognize. Remember Final Ultimatum. Yeah, actually there's only this one that's fly a lot of battleships and stuff. 100 million's a nice number on that. I'm sure he'll buy it off of himself.
Drive active.
The rest of these guys are snuffed out. They all have kill rights on them anyway. They're primarily low sec. So. You ever know how to fix the problem with the login error? I don't know of any login errors. Pick some stuff up. Holy cow, I got a lot of stuff here. All right. Let's start picking this stuff up.
Warp drive active.
I'm probably going to end up making a bunch of transport contracts just because of the volume of stuff. I literally have probably about 13 to 15 million cubic meters of stuff to transport. I have a bunch of ships to transport to and everything. I've decided I'm gonna take stuff to Jita, and then for the first time, other than the null living I've done, I'm gonna base myself not in the forge. So, Yukon Caper, can I explain what the sub to Twitch Prime gives us? Yeah, so with Twitch, it gives you some things like some freebies. But one of the freebie items that it gives, and I'm not familiar with all of the stuff, but one of the items that it gives is it gives you a free subscription to the stream of your choice. And it works just like if you're paying the $5 a month to support the streamer. It is, and if you were to do that with Twitch Prime, use your Twitch Prime sub on me, it will pay me the same way as if it was, you know, you were, you know, paying the $5 or whatnot. So there are some other benefits to it as well, and I don't really know what all of them are. But I do know that one. You can help with transporting. Yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna put up contracts that pay well when I do it. So I have some stuff in stations scattered around here, and I'm cleaning a house.
Requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, so Complication says each month they give you digital goodies as well, like in-game items for the game, such as card packs for Hearthstone, character skins, etc. Yeah. So I've seen them give some Hearthstone stuff, and I've seen them give Fortnite stuff, and everything. Nova Rays, thank you for following. Welcome. I don't pay too much attention to it all because I have just a few games that I do. If it was one of the games that I was interested in playing, I'd grab it. Otherwise, I just haven't worried about it too much, you know.
Drive active.
I don't need stuff for a game that I'm probably not gonna play. Uh-oh, am I gonna end up bumping myself in here? Maybe not. So the new stuff that we're going to be doing is going to have us in Galante space a little bit. We're starting out in the Forge, but it is going to take us into Galante space too. I see your mention of Galante space. Get on BDO, Black Desert Online. Yeah, maybe. I should talk to them. Would you guys want to see some of that?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All these skill books. Really, I have just one book sitting over there. Ugh. Alright, well, I'll pick it up.
Warp drive active.
So pay to play, it's like $10 a month. Bumping and drone stealing is the biggest pain in the ass right now. Don't use augmented drones and you won't be subject to the bumps nearly as much. Yeah, well, I'll look at BDO. I'll reach out to them. Now that part of the family of CCP, I mean, I've been a business partner with CCP for 15 years.
Accepted.
And so I'm going to spend time in a lingerie store in BDO and my wife might get jealous. Oh. There's not going to be any walking on planets. You guys talk about that a bunch and stuff. Well, maybe walking on planets. Oh, well, no. So next week they're announcing some more stuff about the first-person shooter, which is going to live in the EVE universe, you know.
Warp drive
Station
active.
containers. I should just scrap those. Pick up the pieces.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, an MMO that I've never really paid too much attention to. I know Doc Got Game plays it a lot. It's a friend of mine, and he streams a lot.
Docking request accepted.
It's a grindy game. Can we compress this here? Yes. Nice. Super grindy. Oh. That's too bad.
Warp drive active.
Well, I'll still talk to them. Maybe there's, you know, maybe it'd be interesting to play every once in a while on the show or something.
Docking request accepted.
I have another game that I hope to have a meeting this afternoon after the show. And it's something that I think many of you might really enjoy. Let's see if they're available for a meeting after the show. They asked me yesterday.
Docking request accepted.
Okay. These right here, they're incredibly large. What is that? 253,000. Oh. Can't even scrap them here. There's no facility for that. Can fit just one. Can I sell them? No. God. What are they even worth? 1 million. Okay, I'm just cleaning up everything. In the trash you go. Just trashed it, folks.
Warp drive active.
So this transport ship that I'm using, this is an aquawator, and if you hop into live shows in game, LIVESHOWS, I'll put the fit in there, but also exclamation point fits in Twitch chat or link in the description in YouTube and in Facebook to the guides and have how to fly it and the fit and everything in there too.
Warp drive active.
Oh, whoops. Let's see here. Okay. Well, maybe. Did I miss that stuff? I guess not. You want to have a Tengu DED fit? Ooh, I do on another character. Gets really expensive. Pick up this stuff too.
Active.
I'm just cleaning up. I got shit everywhere out here.
Warp drive active.
Guess that's the end of that music section.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
See somebody in the recruitment channel for Hogs saying, "Oh, but I have a corp." Yeah, so the Joining Air Hogs, you join as an individual. Join their corps. And then from there, you can do other things. You can get up into station ownership and being a CEO, but because of the way it's all set up, you join at the bottom and then you go through a few steps working your way up. So we can achieve with the Hogs the stuff that we did already, and then we can take it up to another level from there. Could you do drone surveillance sites with the AFK VNI? No. There's the pirate sites, and then there's havens and sanctums that you can do with it. And those are the only three. And the other ones, the drone aggro is wrong. So yeah, there's only particular ones that it works well with. But on those, it works really well. So it's not, it's not like, it's worth it. It's worth it. You can't drop your corp. You bought the oil for your ticker. Okay, so here's what you do. Keep your CEO as CEO, or move another one of your characters or even an alpha character into the CEO spot. Join Hogs. And do your stuff through there. Then when you get to the point where you can be one of the official Hogs Corps, induct that corporation in. You'll still have it. Induct that corporation in as your Hog Corp. So you can still do it. Yeah. The tools, by the way. In fact, I'll show you some of the tools. There's some really good reasons. I'm not going to show you everything. Let me see here, but I'll show you some stuff. So here he is for this character that I happen to be flying right now. And there is just a whole bunch of information about it. I have a whole bunch of characters in here. And but it does some simple things, like it tells me that I have mined, 30,859,000,000 worth of ore. It tells me how much ISK I have on hand on my characters. It doesn't tell me in the corporate accounts, but in the characters and everything. I have all of my characters in here, the different places that they're at, different corps they're in, their security status and everything. But then also there is, I can look at wallet stuff here and track it over time. I mean, I guess that's good. I can look at my standings, the different agents, all of my skills, my skill map here and stuff. I don't know what sheet is. I guess it's this. So research jobs and everything. I actually do have some research jobs going right now, but yeah, maybe the queue is just backed up. If I was doing PI, it would show up here. Bunch of notifications. Mining, I can drill down and see exactly what this character is mined. You can see I haven't mined on him in a few days. And since everything started to go to shit, being the object of everybody's bumping and everything was a problem. So I had to just do other things. There's another ship here. I'll have to pick that up later. There's a lot more to this too. So there is some other stuff in here as well, like knowing what moons to mine, which I'm not going to show you that. So the Hogs all have their moons in there. It automatically puts when they're going to pop and everything. And so this is a way that we are going to be able to work together without having to all be under one alliance. We're going to be able to work together, and we're going to know which moons are for us and everything. And we're going to be able to just go to those every day like we have been. Except we're going to have this web page to tell us where to go and stuff. So it's a different organizational method on all of this, but it gets us the end result that we wanted, except I won't be running all of the stations. You all will be. And and you may run a couple, you may run a dozen or whatnot, or may just run one, but you can all be part of it. And so that is a little bit of the gist of that. And let's see here. I gotta do something here real quick.
Warp drive active.
Oh, and Richie, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I really should come out here with a freighter and pick this stuff up. Even with the freighter, let's see how much space this is. 297,000, all right. So, there's more in here. Kill mails. Yeah, it shows a couple of my losses here. I don't know what intel is. Oh, top people who've sent me money and stuff? Top people who've bought stuff from me? How interesting. Oh, here's my research stuff. You know, I have research here, but my research is showing up under industry. I've got, oh yeah, they have a whole bunch of fittings here for the different stuff fighting, and we can put in our orca fits and stuff. Contracts. Oh, bookmarks. I have a ton of bookmarks. Look at that. I have some that are 4 years old. Whew. Oh, and assets. What's this going to show me? Page locked up. Clicking on assets. I own too much shit. I seriously, even J-Eve Assets has a hard time with all the stuff that I have. Kind of funny. It's still thinking. Yeah, I don't know. Might be borked on that. So there is a whole bunch of other stuff in there which I didn't show as well. And research is for data cores. All right. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there I didn't show you as well, including knowing what fleets are up, what fleets are needed, what fleets need fleet commanders if you like leading fleets, what fleets are doing doing station defenses or offenses. There's station lists in there, timers, ton of stuff.
Warp drive active.
So, how do you do Wardex stuff? All right, so Wardex in Air Hogs are handled a very different way. The corporate setup is a little bit different. It's not like any other alliances in Eve. They take part of. They don't actually run proper alliance. But they put everybody together like an alliance, and people move around with corp to corp and still keep all of their abilities, all of their permissions, all of their contact statuses and everything. Keep those all the same, moving from corp to corp. So, like if I get war decked on the corp that I'm in, then I just move to another corp within Hogs and keep doing that. And people get frustrated and quit war decking, or whatever. It doesn't. It makes it a minor inconvenience for us when there's a war deck, but it also makes it so that war decks are completely ineffective. So it's a pretty interesting setup. Okay, so this stuff I got to take over to get compressed. It's I got too many hostiles in here to bring the freighter back out. They're just waiting to bump me, so it's not going to happen.
Warp drive active.
You know, the best feature about that website, I love seeing how much I've mined. I have all but one character has been added to the site. And also, characters moving in and out of Hogs and everything. Moving around corp to corp. They're all registered in that website. And so the CEOs can just look at that and know whether or not they bring people over. So it's pretty interesting.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, can you this be compressed just a little bit? Okay, so I'm going to hand some stuff to the character here. I'm going to have her take care of this moon goo here. Oh, I got some stuff to compress here. And we will refine this. Fuck. Really? Oh, is it reprocess? Yeah, I'm like, did they turn it off? Okay, so 230,000 value into 230 million into 337 million once it's refined. It's going to cost me less than $1 million to do it, and I don't know what the volume is on it currently. It's pretty big. That's what biggest thing I'm looking to get down. The volume on it is 2.8 million cubic meters, and it's going to take it down to 286,000 cubic meters. So I need that. Yeah. She does not have perfect skills for this. She doesn't actually have any of the moon mining skills. But she's my highest skilled one for doing this, and it just pays to do this, even though it's a few percent less. It just pays to do it beforehand. Before trying to move all this stuff. Okay, I'll leave her with those other remnants there. So it's too much to put in there. Take a couple trips to move that over in this ship.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So, question about joining Hogs if you only have one character and it's skilled badly. I think that's okay. They'll give you a plan on a few things that you're needed to be a good member. And once you're in, if you start a second character, you just add it to the website, and I think that you just automatically get in with that second character and stuff. So Hogs is one of the few corporations, organizations that will actually take in newer players. So, and they're really good about it, too. So, it's a big community. There's a lot of people in there.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, what to do next? One of the things is probably I'm not gonna cart these station warehouse containers down. Is anybody buying them out here? Yeah, they're paying 1,000 for them. All right. Station warehouse containers considered to be 29 million? No. Yeah, 1.95 million each. All right, I'm gonna give somebody a hell of a deal. $500,000 each. That's more than what I would get out of them if I broke them down. And it's only because I'm, going to leave this area. It's the only reason that I would just dump them on the market like that. Keith, catch you later. Somebody will buy them just because they're so cheap, and they won't realize how big they are and how hard it'll be to transport them to market. It'll be something like that, huh? I got so much stuff here. How come that doesn't go against size? That's only one? Really? It's that expensive and it's only one? Right. I'm moving to a different area. We're gonna be like gypsies and roam around for a while. This area is so remote that I'm gonna take stuff out to market.
Active.
I had planned on building a station out here for focusing on building a few different things, but then yeah, I never put it up since all of our other stations were getting attacked. I have a lot of ships. I'm going to step away for just a moment. Be right back.
Warp drive active.
I think a lot of my time off air over the next week. This is going to be transporting stuff to market. The problem with freighters is, and I don't mind flying a freighter, but you just got to keep the value down. Want top 14. Your Olympic heroes over number 1. He is number 1. Someone bought those station warehouse containers. I knew somebody would. That was a really good price. Some interesting names in local. A lot of different colors there too, huh? So, I was actually thinking maybe about loading up World of Tanks and doing that for a couple hours on the show tomorrow too. You know, we're kind of in this limbo area with the stuff, the projects that we're doing and everything, so it could be fun. Yeah, so we'll see about getting it loaded up for tomorrow. A couple hours would be fun.
Drive active.
I haven't played it in 6 months or a year. Like get an install started right now. I don't know how long it'll take. Have you read World of Warships yet? Yeah, I have. I don't like it as good as World of Tanks. I really like World of Tanks. Guys, I tell you that, you know, I love Eve too. But World of Tanks would have half my time if I had a business relationship with them. It really would. I just really dig that game. And I'm not bad at it. And if I, you know, playing it every day, I'd be really good at it. I'd never probably be number 1 or the best, but I'd be good at it. As it is, tomorrow I'll have to fumble around a little bit. Yeah, it's good fun. I can play with my kids too. My kids are like, Eve, and they're like, what? We gonna fly those dumb ships? They don't understand Eve yet. So, tanks, point and shoot. Yeah, they understand that. In fact, I got them, I don't know, about a year ago, Hogs came on sale again, and I bought them each a Tog. So we could go out, triple Tog. I love my Tog. Some people just really hate those tanks. I love them. Back me up, hop in? Yeah, maybe. Are we talking BDO? Well, I'm not, but... So...
Warp drive active.
Togs equal XP farming? Yeah, could be. You know, it's good. I got the kids each a couple of premium tanks. And the reason for that is I wasn't going to pay for, you know, the monthly for them or anything. And that way they have the ability to, you know, to earn money and stuff and everything, so.
Warp drive.
And have a good time. Does it take years to master this game? Nobody ever masters it. There will be some spots of it that you can get really good at, and you'll be a master of that area, but you'll never master all of it. So it's just not possible. Eve is way too deep. But you don't need to. And another thing about it, one of the reasons people play Eve for so long is because, you know, when you master something, maybe you get tired of it. Maybe you need a new challenge. Think about it. And but in Eve, since it's so hard to master everything, you just go and start working on something else in the game. So. And then, you know, you spend the next 6 months being fascinated with that and figuring it all out and everything. Then you move on to the next thing. And you take your assets with you. You know, some of the assets can be used multiple areas. So. Markee is a null-sec ore. Might be in low-sec in some moons, but normally it's null-sec. Never seen in high-sec. It's the only one that's never seen in high-sec. Okay, so this guy is scanning me. Alright. Still agree with the kids though? The kids, what do you mean? I didn't say the kids thought the tank was boring. Said other people thought the tank was boring. Kids and I have a good time going out and driving our Togs. Is it possible to have all the skills trained without skill injectors? No. I love that. Patriots like me, Togs. Row, row, row my boat gently through their team. Merrily, 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 listening to their screams. Yeah, I like it.
Warp drive active.
The price is so high too because Markee is so dangerous. It has explosions while mining it. Oh, you think the Eve, but they think about the Eve spaceships, yeah. Well, you know, Eve is for people who really enjoy chess. Much more thinking man's game or woman's game. Sounds like fun ore to mine. You have to keep your distance. Okay, so This right here is a gank fleet, which is possibly here for me. So
Warp drive active. Our module has run out of charges. You cannot cloak your ship as you are being targeted by someone.
good job, guys.
Warp drive active.
Score one for Markee. $449,000 EHP, folks. On overheat.
Warp drive active.
There. I gave him a good fight.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, so this is a DST, and it is basically, let me repair it here. I burnt out everything doing that, but that's the whole point of it, you know. So when you overheat all of this, 449,000 DHP, they did not even come close to breaking my tank. So that was a little bit foolish of them to try. I don't even know who those guys were.
Warp drive active.
All I know is I was scanned. So, you know, looked like maybe something was up. Yes, the Aquator has confirmed the Tog of Eve.
Warp drive active.
Right. So, we'll take a look in a minute and see who those guys were. Oh yeah, I should start shooting at him, huh?
Warp drive active.
So I got a whole bunch of kill rights. I don't know why they'd pick me as a target, though. I mean, how many... Those were tornadoes? I don't know how much tornadoes cost. But...
Warp drive active.
$65 million is fit. 65 to 100. So... Huh.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. So... So these kill rights, who they are. They already have kill rights on them. Corp of 7 people. Troublemakers. So this is one person. More than likely. Well, they did have a warp scram on me or something. Had something on me. So, Oh, and talking about whether or not the cargo hold is scannable. Yeah, you have to be there's different ships. Blockade runner. So, all right. It's a number that's less than the cost of the ships they're flying. They may just buy it off themselves. That's what happens sometimes. Never make them available for free. Always get paid something for it, even if it's just a little bit. All right. Well, I feel pretty good about that. They severely underestimated the power of this ship, and knowing how to do it right. It's pretty important there that you saw that I turned on my overload, got everything going. I didn't know exactly the right order because I thought that I could turn that on while, start doing stuff while cloaked, and I couldn't. But got it done in the right order, and just got moving. So, and then I did try to cloak after I jumped, but one of them still had a lock on me. So I'm not sure how they had a lock on me that far, but they did, and so I couldn't use the cloak and then change direction trick and be cloaked and sit there and collect my wits. So, yeah. Can I outline the order again? Sure. Let me get into space to do that. Okay, let me think about what I'm doing here. Hey, let's look at contracts going out that direction possibly, so I can get paid to go back. Courier, current region, minimum reward 5 million, max volume 62,500. Public security filters no low, no null, and drop off location. Can I do current region? All right, there we go. Going to perimeter. 41 billion, and they're going to pay you 15 million? Tell them a big F you. Screw that. 15 million for one jump for 41 billion? I don't think so. That's the only one available here. Incredible. All right. So I don't need to take anything out with me. I think these are the only augmented mining drones that I had. So I'm going to start putting some stuff on market. The show today is actually about commerce. You wouldn't know it, but it is. So we're going to get some of this stuff listed here. So... Some of these things I only have one of. Where's the sell? Does it need to be come on. Sell this item. Right. So 225, 900, -1. Whoa, I'm missing a 0. I'm missing a digit. What? Okay, I'm screwing this way up. So 225, 900, 1,000. There we go. Why do I have this song in here twice? Okay, let me... Oh, somehow I got these songs in here twice. Wonder why I was hearing the same song again sometimes. All right. Let's get this stuff up for sale. And I'm just moving product through. So I bought these to... when I bought these to deploy in my own stations, and so I paid full retail for these for the most part, and so I'm not really making money on it. But what I'm doing is I'm selling them again. I'm going to take a little bit of a loss, but the money keeps moving, which means that I'll make the money in other places. And in all actuality, this stuff is being sold to pay back the sponsors. So the sponsors put in a total of, how much was it? $54 billion on the stations. And so I am giving them partial back on that because we weren't successful. And these guys can gloat all they want about killing our stations and stuff. But to me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's disappointing that we didn't do better, but, you know, it's like, this is the price of trying things. As an entrepreneur, as a professional entrepreneur, I try all kinds of shit that doesn't work. Some stuff does, and it does spectacularly. Some stuff doesn't, and it doesn't spectacularly. And so, you know, it's all, it's just all about, you know, the experience and everything. And, you know, these guys were, you know, kind of assholes about everything, and that's fine. I have the right to be. But, you know, and now that what we've done here is we've learned a lot through this, and now we're going to go do something different, but to achieve similar results, and you know, we're going to have fun doing it. So, you know, it's all the much better. And I think maybe half of us are going to join Air Hogs and have a great time with that. And also, I want to say, Air Hogs has mining areas that are just Air Hogs only. You come in there with something else, and you're going to get popped. And but we will have one area where we will invite. You know, those of you who are not aligned with anything, or you are aligned with something, and you want to come out and mine with us, we'll invite you to this other area. So, did I lose all my stations? Pretty much. So, pretty much. Yeah. And for a link to Air Hogs and the process for getting in and everything, it's in both Live Show's channel and Moonminer's channel. So, anyway. So I don't mind failure. I don't mind losing on things, because in the end, you know, we still advance forward. and this is really a thing of what it's like being an entrepreneur in real life. So there's a lot of stuff that fails, but when it works, it starts working incredibly well. So yeah. So they didn't destroy all the stations yet. There's a station that's set to be destroyed tomorrow, and then the rest of them are in a week or whatever. They're on timers, but yeah, it's pretty much a loss. So if I failed at something, so knowing, so the question is, I'd like to know if you tried something, failed at it, and thought it was such a good idea that you tried it again with a different take and found yourself successful. Yeah. I mean, guys, when I first started selling intangible goods, when I first started selling game codes, my losses were incredible. I lost all of my money twice in that stuff. I mean, like, I got completely wiped out twice. And yeah, I remember I had like $30,000 worth of codes in stock. And I remember waking up in the morning to find that I had sold out, and I thought, holy shit, somebody, you know, I must have been on the news or something like that, and, you know, and came and they sold out. And then I went and looked at the sales, and everybody had the same fucking last name. And I knew at that point, when I saw that every single customer had the same last name, that they had found an exploit in my system. And they had drained the store. And even though I had all that money in there, it was all off of stolen credit cards. And so I lost all of it. And but I knew that doing this stuff was a good idea. I just had to figure out how to protect everything. Got that figured out. And now we do it so well that game companies come to us and say, hey, will you consult on this and help us out with this? Or we do white label processing. We do video game sales for companies that you don't even know that it's us doing it, type of thing. So, you know, that kind of stuff happens. And then, you know, I've had employees steal from me. I had one employee walk away with almost $250,000. And I've had ex-wife be vindictive, drag me through court for so long that we lost everything. I've had a single chargeback of $13,000 before that I lost the money. I've had a single chargeback of $10,000 before where we got the money back anyway. So there's all kinds of stories like that. So if what you have is something that's needed and wanted in the market, like ore is needed and wanted in the game, then you can figure out a way to produce that ore and to get it to market, if that makes sense. Oh yes, and Crazy Locha says, now you know why the storage sometimes takes a minute. It's because there is a lot of automated stuff that happens in the background, that checking of things. And then when the store is not 100% absolutely sure, it says, I'm going to have a human look at it. And a human does. And we have somebody here almost 24/7. We're here like 21 hours out of the day. And so we have a little small gap in the middle of each night, middle of European morning, or early in European morning. And oh yeah, and Comp there's waving to y'all. He's the one right now. He is that human. Yeah. So, and it's really nice to be able to call and say, hey, I need help, and have somebody answer, or call you back. And it's really nice to be able to send in an email and say, hey, I need help with something, and get an answer back in a few minutes, not a few days. This is one of the other things that we've learned, is that game companies take sometimes a week to get back to you when it's something really simple to take care of. And so when we find companies that have this problem, we pitch to them that we can sell the same product, and we can help you guys out, and we can offer these things in customer service that you guys are having trouble with. and we'll take care of all of those, and we'll only escalate second level stuff to you. And I think that's great. So anyway, okay, enough of my high horse there. But it's all true. Anything you can do here in the game can be applied to real world, and real world can be applied back into the game as far as being an entrepreneur. Okay, so I'm taking a loss on this because I want to keep the money moving. I'm not going to sell it at this. I'm going to sell it for, well, actually, I want to look on this at what yeah, I thought they were really cheap right now. 749 is kind of the average. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Somebody dumped a bunch on the market. Okay. So, now I can change this later, but I think that I'm going to position it just below this. So 739 990 000. Yeah, the market is really low right now. In fact, this almost looks like something where I would buy all of this up and then repost it for sale, but I'm not. I don't. Maybe something changed here. I'm going to pay just a little bit more in my fees here for listing this because I'm placing it higher. And if I decide to drop it down to this, that's fine. We're talking a 40 million ISK difference. I don't need to have this stuff sold today. And if I do, then I can just put it to the lowest price. So I think it's all good. I got some rats to take care of on one of my miners. If you watch my entrepreneur videos, you also know that I like stuff that's a machine for sales, for services or whatever. My miners mining in the background while we're playing, doing this other stuff. That is part of the machine. They're being very efficient with that. I just take care of these rats. So, and that's just on another monitor. Katana, I've been a customer of ours for many years. Sweet. Yeah, and I certainly appreciate everybody's support and everything. So, about you guys, using our services, our stores and stuff, we wouldn't have the show the way it is. It's what enables me to do the show. Okay, I think this is all of these. So I'm putting these things on the market as I go here. And I will not be putting up more stations with the new setup. I will be enabling other people to put up stations. And that's how I'm going to do it. So I enable other people. I'm going to be enabling other people to get stations up and running and stuff. And then we'll go mining together and they will manage them. And we'll all benefit as a group. And I want to get a certain amount of money back in here so that I can, because I will be, station sponsors are going to be all getting something back from me. It's not, of course, the full amount because we've had so many losses, but it's a pretty good amount. And so I just want to get up to the point where I have all of that in there, and then anything else I place for sale will actually be in the market plus 10%. because what'll happen is that over time, people, you know, it fluctuates in what the price is and everything. And I put it 10% higher than what it currently is. But it's still something that hits like at least 3 or 4 times a year. It'll sell, and I'll get that extra, and I don't, you know, I don't have to worry about it. So, all right. Before we undock, and I'm going to show you all the order again on stuff. Yeah, we're going to look there. It's nothing there for me to take. So, all right. Let's head out here. Oh, it's after 2 o'clock already. My kid's coming home from school. Time flies when you're having fun.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so we had a request for the order in which we do this stuff again, and basically I can't remember if it let me overheat while I was cloaked. It didn't. It didn't let me do that. So what I did was I hit the next jump. I started my afterburner, hit the overheat, hit all of these, and then turn this off before it hit the end of the cycle, because that's how you get a 10-second jump or a 8-second jump with this one instead of 14 seconds or whatnot. They had warp disrupted me or scrammed me. I'm not sure which, and so it stopped me from jumping. But I had all this on and overheated, and so I was able to withstand all the punishment they attempted to give, and Concord took them out while I was just tootling along. So
drive active.
and those guys there, I don't know if the I don't know if they were watching the show or if they're just, you know, they scanned me and so they're like, okay, this is our next target. I actually don't know. They were not very good at what they did, though. I feel like maybe they didn't have a lot of experience. Who's the richest player in EVE? I think the Iron Bank dude? Yeah, I don't know. He, I don't know if he is or not. He's in my corp in you know, Moose Army within test. I don't know if he's the richest player in EVE. Someone could make a case that maybe it's Rita Jita. Iron Bank did put on my bounty, if I remember correct, he was probably around 100 billion of that. And so Summer Blink was, I think, 60 billion or so. Oh, hey, there's one of the guys that attacked me. What is it with these yahoos? I don't know what... Do they have to go buy new ships? Is that what they're doing?
Warp drive active.
I don't have anything on board. There's no reason to try and gank me in the game logically. Unless they want to prove a point or something because they tried before. I mean, okay. And by the way, I don't fly anything I can't afford to lose. I mean, in all seriousness.
Warp drive active.
You, sir, rock.
Demonborn, 27 months as a sub? All right, there is 540 gold. Everybody here in Demonborn's honor. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that long-term support. All right. Oh. Mr. Sock Monkey, time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. It's cute.
Warp drive active.
Boogeyman. Yeah, the bot had a meltdown a while back. So, you got 8 hours watch since it melted down. This, by the way, is probably the ultimate fit for HiSec. In order to get better EHP than this, you'd have to go up into faction or dead space modules, which would make your ship more of a target because it's worth so much more. So, as it stands on this ship right now,
Welcome to the Dragons.
you know, 679 million plus whatever I'm carrying. You know, it's like 2.1 billion, so they saw me as worth like 2.7 billion. And they may have had something there to try and pick up the loot as well. I didn't notice. But if they were smart, if they were successful, they would have had that. Did anyone clip that gank attempt by chance? Is that a clip of it? Let's see here. Okay, so this right here is a gank fleet, which is possibly here for me. So
drive active. has run out of charges.
Yeah, see, they were still attached to me there.
You cannot cloak your ship as you are being targeted by someone.
Good job, guys.
Warp drive.
All right, yeah, that's perfect, man. So that's a great, great clip there.
Warp drive active.
Evil Shizzle, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Warp drive active.
All right. Someone needed to clip that of me watching myself? Okay.
Warp drive active.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Global Maggie, thank you for following. Welcome. Hey. So, you know, part of that too is I've been through that enough times now where I can tell you a few years ago, seeing a fleet like that, I'd freak out and I'd make all the wrong moves. I still do that sometimes in certain situations. But having been through it a few times now and kind of knowing the process of it, enabled me to go through and do that in the proper order.
Warp drive active.
Good, I'm glad we had some excitement on the show. Other than somebody trying to bump me. What's the fit? Exclamation point fits there, buddy. Evil. Look for the high-sec aquator on the site there. That has this very fit. and probably will add that clip as a video on that guide or whatnot for how it can
Warp drive active.
tank a gank. Call it Tog from now on. Sure. But it's just TOG.
Warp drive active.
The fit on the website is micro warp drive, but I'm using Afterburner. Really? Let me look at that.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's right. You know what? I think we changed it after doing this. I think we made one change it to Afterburner. Hey. Maybe
Docking permission requested. Docking
yeah.
request accepted.
Yeah, maybe we'll update that. All right, made it safely back. Okay. Still got a lot of hostiles in system, so I'm not gonna be able to fly my freighter around, unfortunately. Let me just put some other heavy stuff in here that's not high value. Keep it at a good value. Won't be able to sell all that when I get back because I won't have all of them. The other thing I could do, let's see how much, 396, 1600, 2600, 159,000. Yeah, maybe that's what we're gonna do. So all this value, that stuff has to go down. This is something I would not put in a freighter. I'm going to put really heavy stuff in a freighter. I mean, or not heavy, but high volume, low value. So, yeah, I'm gonna end up doing a updated fit on there. I'll talk to comp about that. So, yeah. Yeah, and we'll add in the additional little video about see it tanking an attack. So, all right. Step away for just a moment. Be right back, everybody. All right, so I missed something, obviously. I come back and there's all this Concord here. That is a ton of Concord. That's goons. Wonder what they went after. An orca? It has to be an orca. That much there.
Now entering sphere of gravity.
Yeah, and so Pi the Raver showed up. He always precedes, just so you guys know, he always precedes goons. So, yeah. Alright, since I'm not paying great attention to these, and I don't know how many of these guys got blown up or whatnot, then, yeah, I'm just gonna go dock up.
Warp drive active.
That's a lot of people. So, what? Oh, I guess it is free fleet security. Now that I think about it, but you know what? I don't even want to deal with it right now. That is another thing that that we're going to go over in the future. Is we're going to go over pre-pulling Concord. We'll probably actually do a little video on that because people don't really know much about that. Wow, all that Concord's disappearing? What? Why did they all disappear like that? That's kind of crazy. What's the deal with that? Where did they all go? Did they all go to another gank? Is another gank happening? I've never seen them leave like that. How much longer am I on? Not too much longer. CCP's here. So, I don't know.
Request accepted.
It seems that all they got was a Hulk. There was that much for a Hulk. That's pretty crazy.
Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
That was interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing them pull away like that, but they're still around, I would think.
Warp drive active.
They're on an orca somewhere? Oh, this is an orca that died. $10 million for his kill right. So they got an orca out here. I didn't see who it was, though. Yeah, I knew it had to be something pretty big. Oh, is that the link there? Well, it's not necessarily a bad fit. It actually has more tank than a lot of mine. Why do they have a prototype? This special cloaking device. That's kind of weird. So the drone stuff is not huge, you know.
Warp drive active.
Hello, Clatton. Going pretty well.
cannot cloak your ship, as you are being targeted by someone.
Rats are attacking me. Scandalous. Hey, Markee, you rock. Thank you, buddy.
You cannot cloak your ship, as you are being targeted by someone.
Yeah, those rats have really far targets. Really far targeting. Oh, nice try, folks. Yeah, I thought about dropping an MTU out here, but they may just blow that up. Somebody's got an MTU out there. Oof. That was some weird lag. Oh, that's because I was moving stuff. A whole bunch of stuff over. Picked up 68 million in loot so far.
Cannot cloak your ship as you are being targeted by someone. You cannot cloak your ship as you are being targeted by someone.
That's pretty good target
You
range.
cannot cloak your ship as you are being targeted by someone. Warp drive active.
Oh, look at that. While you were busy chasing me, the other guys picked them clean. Good job. All right.
Warp drive active.
All right. So, a little bit of profit off of their gank attempt, I suppose. But we did have somebody who took some sort of loss there.
Docking request accepted.
Think you guys should contract stuff back to him, honest opinion? Oh, what? Well, I mean, like, all of the stuff I picked up from the gankers? Because I didn't pick up anything from the Orca. Okay. It's a station warehouse container.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Warp drive active.
Okay, we're pretty much into the day. So, we do have another drawing, exclamation point giveaway in Twitch chat. Link in the description in YouTube and in Facebook. And get in on this Meteor pack. It'll give you a link to our store here. And you got to be signed in, have an account. Go to the giveaway section. Add this to your cart. Put in here the name you want read off when you win. Any message that you want in there. And check out. It's free. But yeah, it'll get you in on that. And we'll draw on that in a few minutes. So... they can shoot an MTU. You know, the reason not to put an MTU out is they can shoot an MTU, and the MTU can, and then they just go suspect. They don't. I mean, they can be attacked by people. I don't have my other fighting characters out here, whatnot. Because like that Astero, gosh, if I had my other fighting characters out of here, you know, that Astero had a kill rate of only 10 million on him, and I could land right on top of him and execute that, and then blap him. That'd be fun. Alright, so here's a whole bunch of loots. Actually, let me just select all. It's a lot of stuff. 206 items. Hello, Ren. Right, that is my meeting reminder. Okay, good timing. So, all right, I'm not going to run anything else right now with this. This area is just a little hot, you know, and I could see that those other guys would be wanting to redeem themselves on their failed gank attempt. Fail on me. They obviously... Goon's got that orca, so that's how it goes, huh? All right, let's do this drawing. Everybody should be in by now. Okay, so this is for the Meteor pack. It's worth about 15 bucks. Comes with 110 plex. Comes with 30 days Omega time. And question first and last name in game, real name. You can put whatever name you want in that little white box. So we're about to do the selection here, so finish her up. Comes with 30 days Omega time and these 4 ship skins for the Astero. And so it's good stuff. All right, Ninja, thank you for the follow. Oh, to register? Yeah, it probably should be your real name, because if you purchase something in the future, then it'll, you know, you'll have a hard time getting an order approved to Cookie Monster. Just saying. Or your character named I'm gonna pwn your ass. Okay. Oh, and Shosendar says, love the show. Old Man Gamer, thanks for the support. All right, so real quick here. Give out 1,000 gold to everybody here in Shosendar's honor. Thank you very much for those 1,000 bits. And that will add another $10 to the video card upgrade. So there we go. 513 now. Not quite halfway there. Getting closer. All right. So, if you are the winner, I'll read off whatever message you put in there, whatever name you put in there. If you didn't put in a name, I'll read your real first name and just last initial so that you know who you are, but it'll still keep you anonymous. There will be instructions for how to redeem the code and with the mail, and it'll be a reply to your confirmation email. So, also, the show is supported by the store, exclamation point, coupon, and Twitch chat. Link in the description on YouTube and Facebook. That if you need Plex, Omega Time, these packs, or items, the item code with the golden pod, use that discount code and get what you need and save yourself a few bucks and support the show. So. All right, congratulations goes to BIM, B-I-M. You are the winner. So congratulations, BIM. Check your email. All right. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today. We're going to have a show tomorrow. We're going to do some Eve. We're also going to do some World of Tanks tomorrow, if I get it loaded up. So, yeah. So that's the plan. And... so, we'll just have a good time tomorrow, hang out, nothing too stressful, and just have a good time. So, everybody go out and party now. It's 5 o'clock wherever you're at, right? So, oh, they just got another orca? Really? Wow. People still out there since the last one? That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, well, there's this one. Is this one a... I don't know what that was. So I guess it just hasn't updated yet. Oh, here it comes. All right. Oh, Lance Ultra. Damn. Lance, I'm sorry to see that happen to you, buddy. Lance, that looks like a shit fit. That is a shit fit. Shame on you, Lance. Yeah, you should really have some rigs in that, and these are the wrong modules for this. Yeah, it made you a pretty easy target there, buddy. So, all right, well, okay, that's it for today. Catch you all tomorrow. Fly safe, everybody.
motherfucking bandit.